Welcome, traders. Dr. Keith here. Happy Sunday, September 18th, 2022. Hope you're doing well. So as you can see, I've got the S&P up here, folks, on the daily. Obviously, then with the weekly seasonal pattern. And we know that September is usually a weaker month, probably one of the most weakest months we have throughout the year, typically. And so this move down obviously is no major surprise. Now, this 3,800 level, this is kind of key this coming week, because obviously there's been a few attempts and the buyers have bought this right back up. But if it rolls over this week, I think for sure we'll test this 3,700 level. So this is going to be kind of critical. We did have a flat bottom, flat top, a flat top, a flat top, and this will probably open up Sunday. Nice red Hackenacci as well. So you can see the gears curve back down. Sentiment had, at least on Friday, at the close of Friday, was retailers were gaining momentum on the bullish side, which means we should continue further to the low side. I do believe we'll test these lows here before we make the reversal. But at this point, this week's kind of key to see if we can finally break through this 3,800. These wicks, though, are telling us that obviously the buyers are coming in. So we'll wait and see this week. Let's take a look at crude. So again, crude just continues to kind of dribble down. We know it's more sideways and then down on crude. So I definitely like crude to the downside. Is acting very, very normal. It's just we've been kind of consolidating right around this $84 level as well. So I'm not too aggressive on crude shorts at this point, but I do like it to the short side. Bonds just continues its seasonal short. We are getting some potential divergence. Maybe this week we'll get a little bit of a retracement. Be great to get it up to the top of the cloud and then revert right back to the downside, but definitely want to look to continue to stay on the short side. This is another great re-entry right here on bonds. If so, you're still in that opportunity. All right, let's take a look at gold. So gold continues lower, which again, you can see from a seasonal perspective, that's acting super normal. And as we talked about a couple of weeks ago, this was a great opportunity to short. You would have exited here for a small win, and then you can get right back in on the next red dot. So you're making some small wins here as well. And then it was another opportunity right here to the short side. So that's how you can kind of continue to play it, yet be safe with your potential small losses, get some big wins. You can also see if you're a position holder, right, continue to stay in on the weekly until you get a green dot as well. So depending on your swing trading, daily, position trader, weekly. All right, let's take a look now at the dollar. I mean, do you ever question the dollar with the strength, right? We've been saying for weeks now, the trend is our friend. Seasonal long. So this would be a perfect opportunity. So even though the gear line was coming down, we still have green Hackenacci. I do believe the dollar will hit new highs this week. But we definitely want to keep it on the long side on the dollar. The VIX. So the VIX has been very interesting to me. So typically we have the spike until we get into October, and we have had a decent move, but you can see here this 27 level keeps holding right here. See the wicks? And if we break through this week, I do believe we're going to go right up to 33. So if it breaks through, we'll go up probably to 33. If it holds and rolls back over or consolidates, right, that's the other option as well. But typically we get the spike. And I do believe if we get past that 28, it'll finally make that higher push up, probably towards 33. Like it did back here, you get a few wicks, then it comes back down. But I think volatility is going to continue here. All right, let's take a look now at some of my favorite stocks. So We are obviously short Apple on the alert right now. What I ended up doing, we didn't quite hit profit target 1. So right about here, sent alert that we took partial profits, break even, stop. The markets are kind of back and forth. And so when you get something that's that close to a profit target, I do like to secure a victory per se. So that's typically what I'll do in this kind of market condition. You don't want to really turn out almost hitting a profit target 1 winner into a loser type of thing. I did the exact same thing on Friday with Mara. And again, I love Mara short. I think it's going to continue lower, but took profits right around, I think it was like 11.13, something like that. And you can see here that was original profit target was right here. But now we got a break even stop, partial position. And so if we have a weak market condition with this week, this will continue down to the short side. All right, the other thing I'm looking at, just to kind of show you Amazon. A lot of these tech stocks are pretty weak right now and flat top, flat top. So when that happens, what I like to do, especially with the alert service, is look for some 4-hour triggers. So this week, what I'll be looking for on Amazon is to come up and then give us that re-entry. We're already starting. If it comes back up maybe to the top of the cloud and then reverts, that'll be a great short play on Amazon. My goal this week is to focus on short side trades as long as the environment stays as is, meaning sentiment continues to be bullish from retailers and the markets continue lower, then I'm going to be more aggressive because, again, September, the next couple of weeks are typically to the downside. If it turns around to the bull side, I'll be much slower in reacting. Again, bring up the S&P and show you what I mean. During this retracement back up, okay, I was not aggressive at all on longs because we knew more than likely it was just a retracement going back to that downside, right? That's where seasonality can really, really help you. Now, when we get into October here, okay, then I'd be more aggressive on a move like this, but I like to see it come back over the next couple of weeks, come down, test these lows. And then as we start into October, get the long plays through the end of the year. I'll be much more aggressive on the long side. So that's kind of the plan, folks. I'm not going to do any new trades tonight. I want to see how the markets open up. And then Monday morning, depending on what I see and what I like, there may be some new opportunities. Other than that, folks, have a great week. And I'll see you on the next update. Oh, one more thing too. Make sure you've signed up for the STP Lounge. The STP Lounge in Telegram. If you haven't seen the email, which you all should have got it, check your spam. But if you have not seen it, then send an email to me, Dr. Keith at seasonaltraderpro.com, and I'll send you the direct link. Okay. We basically have the STP Lounge is a free lounge where I will go post some of my new upcoming webinars and so forth. That way you don't have to worry about it hitting spam and so forth, and you get an alert on your phone when I post anything new. All right, folks, have a great one. Take care now.